feel so bad for Black people, like Black Americans, so bad.
What's good, people, and welcome on another episode. How are you guys doing today? I hope you all are well. And if you are joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. White folks have been so pissed at the fact that Victoria Monday won the Best New Artist. They have been so angry and they have been making so many videos like, who is Victoria Monet? Literally discounting this woman and just saying stuff like, who is she? When did she start? What song? Who is Victoria Monet? I've never heard of her before. And there was a particular speech that Victoria Monet actually gave where she talked about a flower, saying her root has been under the ground for years and she's so happy that she's getting the recognition that her work actually deserves. She has as well grown to become a lot of people's favorite, and she has so many songs that have been viral, and she has written so many songs for these people's favorite artists. And now they flooded their page with who is Victoria Monet, and this got a lot of Black people pissed because one thing that Black people aren't ready to take is any Victoria Monet slander. I started a conversation, and this is what the people are saying about the white folks that are so pissed at the fact that she won the Best New Artist award.
I feel so bad for Black people, like Black Americans, so bad. So Victoria Monet won Best New Artist of the Year, right? And the category also included this guy called Noah. Now, I'm in no way trying to diminish like a guy's talent, right? But when you're Adan, all you gotta do is pick up a guitar and sing. Like, if you look at On My Mama, the visuals, the choreography, the outfits, the song, like the way that song was just a hit. The effort that was put into it, you can tell it took a lot to make that happen. And who the hell is she? Who the hell is he? How come white people get to just pick up a guitar and be famous? Just like, let's gather around the campfire and sing that campfire song. Black people have to go above and beyond, huff and puff, to be in the same category. It's not fair.
You know, I've seen so much by white music fandoms over this time on the internet, but the fact that so many of y'all are ranting about Noah Khan not winning Best New Artist and asking, well, who's Victoria Monet? As if she wasn't a part of writing some of Ariana Grande's best music. As if she didn't write on Grammy-nominated song Do It by Chloe and Halle. As if she hasn't been writing music for half of y'all faves for over a decade. As if she didn't have a viral song in this backlash. Victoria fucking Monet deserved Best New Artist. If you go back and watch the video of when she's announced, you hear the people in that auditorium cheer and applaud because not only do her peers know her story, they were rooting for her constantly. The people that were nominated in that category with her were rooting for her. They were applauding her. You didn't see any of them making a damn face. They knew she deserved it. So instead of wondering, oh, who's this Black woman who earned this award? How about you check your fucking privilege, bias, and racism, okay?
You know, I'm noticing that the people who say that Victoria Monet didn't deserve Best New Artist all look a certain type of way. And the artist that they say deserved it more also looks the same type of way. And I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying it doesn't seem like a coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Taylor Swift and Victoria Monet are the same age. Taylor got her Grammy nomination for Best New Artist 16 years ago. Victoria Monet just won this year. And there's this especially powerful moment in Victoria's speech where she compares herself to a plant. And she thinks of all of her time writing hits for other people and trying to break through as growing roots under the soil that no one else could see. And now, finally, she's sprouting above ground. We can see all that she's done. Her work is being recognized. And I feel like in our own lives, we're so often comparing ourselves to someone else and trying to be on the same timing as them. Just because you're not growing above ground does not mean that you're not growing. Some of us are root vegetables, okay? It's okay. We've got this. You've got this.
For anyone who's saying who the fuck is Victoria Monet, go look up On My Mama and just shut the fuck up quickly because like Noah Khan, I love Noah Khan. Victoria Monet deserved this. Victoria Monet deserved this, and I don't want to hear any questions. Just do a quick Google and then okay, there's plenty of time for Noah Khan to get many things. Okay, but Victoria Monet, and I want to stress this, she is the performer that we need. She's a dancer. She's a performer. And she also has like really clever lyrics, and she's an amazing writer. And just don't play with my girl. Okay? Nobody makes a vibe like her, honestly, right now. Nobody makes a vibe like she does. And honestly, so much of Ariana Grande's like success is because of Victoria Monet, in my opinion. Like, there's a conversation about like Ariana taking a lot of, well, I mean, willingly Victoria was like giving it to her and giving her a lot of like inspiration in how to, you know, stylistically, both vocally, like dress wise, like in her era. That was a fun, I can't lie to you, that was a fun era. Seven Rings is probably still like one of my favorite songs of hers, to be honest. And like Thank You Next Era, like I'm pretty sure she said Victoria Monet like said thank you next to her, or that's something they were saying to each other, and it became that. So Victoria Monet is responsible in some parts, I think, for a great amount of like Ariana's image during that time. But is like such an insane artist in her own right and is finally getting her time to shine. So just give her flowers. Like, oh my goodness, okay?
That girl who won Best New Artist at the Grammys, the Victoria Monet, who is she? I've never heard of her. That has basically been my FYP for the past 2 days. Who is Victoria Monet? Are you kidding me? She's written your favorite songs and you probably don't even know that. She's written Seven Rings, Thank You Next. She's written for Chloe and Halle. She's been friends and working with Ariana Grande for decades. And not only is she a great songwriter, she is the music industry. Just go listen to her EPs from Life After Love 1 and 2, Jaguar. Just the most amazing music has been written and performed by her. Not only that, but she has such a beautifully aesthetical universe. Like, it boggles my mind and it almost gets me angry, and it takes a lot to get me angry when I just see people dismissing artists, and mostly black artists, because they're not white famous the way Beyonce is. And now Victoria Monet is on another level. She has been working 15 years in order to get a first Grammy for Best New Artist. Can you imagine someone working 15 years just to get recognized by the Recording Academy and their peers as a new artist, when you have 18 years old taking home 3 Grammys based on music that teenagers like? It boggles me. Next time you say, I don't even know who this Victoria Monet is, maybe use Google. Google is your friend.
It's funny to me that I see a lot of white people on my timeline saying that they don't know who Victoria Monet is. First of all, she's the girl that be writing hits for your favorite artist, Ariana Grande. I know. Surprising, shocking. She's been in the game for 15 years, and she's been a songwriter and a singer herself. But before she blew up and became this big artist, she used to write songs for a lot of people. So the fact that y'all don't know who she is not surprising to me. But to downplay her success and her hard work is not okay at all. Let's normalize shutting up when we don't know somebody, instead of judging them and degrading them because you want your favorite artist to win New Artist of the Year in the Grammys. It didn't happen, so stay mad and be mad. Congratulations, Victoria Monet, and she deserves it because she's a bomb songwriter and a bomb singer and a bomb performer.
Like, y'all be like, they're like, who's Victoria Monet? I've never heard of her. And it's like, yeah, because you don't listen to black people. Like, you don't.
No, because let's really talk about it. So this creator didn't have their stitches on, so I couldn't stitch the video directly, but I really wanted to respond to it because this has been driving me crazy. Like, this has been driving me bananas. Okay, so I am somebody who listens to a lot of white artists, right? I'm a big Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. I love Ariana Grande. I love Lana Del Rey. I love Demi Lovato. I love Miley Cyrus. Like, I have a lot of white popular artists in my playlists because I love their music. I genuinely like listening to their music. And it's not necessarily about race for me, it's just good music, so I listen to it. But I guarantee you, if I were to ask some of y'all to name one black person that has like prominent space in your playlist, y'all would be scrambling to come up with a million reasons why you don't. Like, I will see white people have playlists that are entirely only white artists. And you might be like, well, that's just what I like. That's just what I listen to. But I just find it so funny that as black people, we can like and relate to and connect to your music, but you can't like and relate and connect to ours. And I just think it's a perfect example of how the difference between the way black people are viewed in the media versus the way white people's stories are universal, whereas black people's stories are just they're just for black people over there, like, you know, they're their own thing. The sheer audacity to me to say who is Victoria Monet, like, her song hasn't been dominating on this app for months, and like there hasn't been a whole dance challenge. Like, I truly just feel like if you don't know who Victoria Monet is, like, I feel like, do you even live in the same universe as me? Like, I mean, that lady has been all over my For You page. And even before On My Mama, like, she was a huge deal because she wrote for Ariana Grande and their friendship, and they had songs together. Like, she's been grinding, working in this industry since 2010. You don't know who Victoria Monet is? And I'm not saying that you're like racist because you didn't know who Victoria Monet is. I think that's kind of wild, but you know, you do you. But the idea that because you don't know who she is, her winning is not valid, and your white fave, who I'm sure there are a lot of black people who don't know who Noah Khan is, you know, they would probably have the exact same reaction, and then you would be so disgusted that they don't know who your fave is. So imagine how black people feel when a black person who has literally been dominating and who has finally had their career breakthrough is being told that they're irrelevant and they have no name recognition. This exact same thing happened to Victoria when she wanted to perform at the VMAs. Her fans wanted her to perform at the VMAs, and the VMAs said that she wasn't known enough. Well, that artist that's not known enough has 3 Grammys now. How about that? And I just think this really speaks to a larger problem about the way that stans consume pop culture and the way that white stans consume their faves music versus, you know, stans of color. Because I have been a Swiftie for about 4 years now, and I've never felt, you know, like ostracized within the Swiftie fandom. But every time I bring up a black artist that I really love, it always like gets really awkward, and people are like, "Oh yeah, I don't really listen to that person, but that's cool that you like them." And it's like, at least half of my music catalog is white artists. I can connect to and relate to white people's music because it's music to me. There's nothing, you know, differentiating about it. And there definitely are some black artists that make music specifically for black people that it might be a little bit harder for white people to connect to. But at the end of the day, there's no reason why you can't find at least one black artist whose music you connect to. Like, you mean to tell me there's not a single black artist that you connect to? And I feel the kind of the same way about, you know, when white people say, "Oh, I don't really listen to R&B," and it's just like, I don't know. And I know y'all might say I'm doing too much, but I don't know. It's just like it's you don't listen to a whole genre. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest country fan, but I do listen to country. If it sounds good, it sounds good. I'll listen to any genre that sounds good. And white people will literally be like, "I don't listen to country. I think rap music is so bad. I don't listen to it." And it's like, why is that, babe? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing too much, but it's not weird to y'all. Like, it's weird, right? Like, and I think the situation with Victoria is a perfect example of that. Like, why are y'all so like disdainful of black artists, especially when they shape culture? Like, this app would not exist if it wasn't for black people. I'm sorry, it wouldn't. So for you to have the audacity to say that woman whose song was trending on this app doesn't deserve to win a Grammy over your white fave, I mean, and this is not even necessarily about Noah Khan specifically. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but I don't have anything against him. It's just the principle. Like, what do you mean? Put some respect on Victoria's name. She absolutely deserved that award. She should have won it sooner, quite frankly.
What do you guys think about what the host said? It's so clear that a lot of black people do not joke with Victoria Monet because she's so unproblematic and she has been writing a song for these people's favorite artists to now come online and say that who is Victoria Monet, after she has been putting in the work for solid 15 years. Like the very first lady that stood to that video said, like, white people can just pick a guitar and do few things and they start winning Grammys, and how difficult it is for Black people to actually start winning or being recognized. Like it was have been a very hard job. And it's funny because when there are categories that your favorite quote unquote palm colored people are nominated for, and a Black person is there, and a Black person win that category, the way they immediately start talking down on their success or start talking down on the things that they have worked hard to get is very, very annoying. Your favorite is not getting it. They can as well get it this time. Like, she's just getting her very first new artist award, the Grammy. Like it's crazy for someone who has done so much and has been writing songs for so many of your favorite celebrities, and the audacity to even come online and start saying it and start degrading is counting them is very, very crazy. If you don't know who they are, you might as well just Google, or maybe you will find out. But the truth is, it's a lie, because their song has been going, Victoria Money song has been going viral on TikTok for the longest, and you guys know that's the new platform where music literally go right to the roof. And our music has just been going viral. People have been stitching, there have been challenges to our music. You can tell that it's on your For You page. It's literally there. Like you just want to say shit about this person, they are Black, and you feel like your white favorite artists, quote unquote, deserve what they have. Like they are even having to work times 10 of what your favorite artist will do, and then you're still coming online to start talking down. It's almost like a trend. It's like when Killer Mike won as well, and they start saying, who is even Killer Mike? Who's Killer Mike? Who is this? Who is that? It just shows that you all don't support and you all don't listen to Black people, and it's okay. But the audacity to think they don't deserve it after so much hard work is literally crazy. Let me hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. And I love you guys.